Hi, what's good everyone? This is how to study chemistry. I got a 7 in IB chemistry, HL, and these are just a few of the things used. Also, sorry about my voice, I'm a bit sick at the moment. So, first thing is use past papers. Past papers are the best resource that can possibly exist. Tell you how the questions are structured, they tell you the information that could be quizzed on the exam, they give you targeted practice based on your curriculum. This is like half the past papers I did for chemistry, it's not even all of them. I printed out the answer sheets that my curriculum, the IB, uses to practice on those. And then when I would pick up on something that I didn't quite understand in a past paper, I made this little booklet. I had one for each subject. This is my chemistry one. And it's just little things that I noticed that I didn't really pick up on in class. I didn't really pick up on in the textbook or my note-taking, but I did pick up on it in the mark scheme of the, chemistry, the mark scheme of the chemistry exam. So examples of this is like, do not accept candidate's response if the plus is after the number, right? For charges or oxidation states or whatever. And I would put that in this booklet, so I would get that mark in the exam, okay? These are exam mark scheme specific things booklet that you keep after you've done your past paper and after you pick up on things. And this booklet gets quite full with random stuff, but this random stuff is what gets you the marks. It's just do past papers like crazy. I kept an Excel document like this that track all the years I've done, the scores I got. If I got a bad score, I would come back like a week later after I'd practiced and learnt a bit more. If you don't keep an Excel tracker like this, you're just gonna get disorganized. Second thing, I've talked about this in other videos, but it's your note-taking method. For chemistry, this is how I took notes. Textbook the school provided me, I would take a rough note, and then I would go and get other resources like YouTubers, go and refine my notes with a different color pen and use these other resources as essentially like a mark scheme. Then your notes with this original resource doesn't have any gaps because you filled them in with the other resources. For chemistry specifically, these are a few of the resources that I have used. For flashcards, because you have to go through your notes and flashcard them. If you have an Apple device like an iPhone or a MacBook, use study cards. It's simple, it's just right or wrong. It has a good algorithm to give you questions that you're struggling with more often. The other thing I used a lot was Gizmo AI. Basically how it works is you can use YouTube videos, you can upload your PDF, you can do your own manual ones like this, you just type in whatever you want, press enter, it makes a card like that. Cards look like this where they have gaps and you just fill them in. Really good for memorizing things. It's not really like a traditional flashcard, although it does have that mode. There's an app as well. In terms of YouTubers I used, my curriculum was IB, so if you're doing IB, use MSJ Chem. He has a website as well. I believe Khan Academy does the AP curriculum. I used Khan Academy a lot as well to consolidate concepts I was struggling with, although I did stay away from the questions because I didn't want to practice questions the way they weren't going to be structured on my final exam. Even the textbook questions, I stayed away from and just did past papers. But Khan Academy videos are good for better understanding the concept. Watch multiple videos on the same concept from multiple different YouTubers, because then you can put all those together and get your own method and explanation. Really good YouTuber as well, you probably already know about him, but Organic Chem Tutor, really good for concepts that you're struggling with because he explains everything so slowly and well. I used it a lot for things like redox chemistry, all that kind of thing that has like a procedural method to every question. That Organic Chem Tutor is really good for getting that step-by-step understanding, because things like Winkler method, there's no other way it works. It's if you can get a good stepped out video like Organic Chem Tutor does for those kind of things, you'll understand it really well. Do this in the right environment, okay? When I was studying for my finals, I would go to the library. I did listen to exam hall audios because I just kind of like that ambient noise. It's also just what you'll hear in the exam hall, so like get used to it while you do the past paper, because then you're making your past paper as close to the exam hall environment as possible. So you're just gonna get that nailed in. At the end of the day, go to the library, cut out all distractions, leave your phone at home, and study chemistry, because if you put the work and the effort in, you will get it. Past papers, flashcards, refine your notes, take a booklet of all the little things you notice, because that's where you lose the marks. Especially in chemistry, know the basics incredibly well, okay? This is my final tip. Do not move on until you understand stoichiometry. I made the mistake of doing that. I ended up having to go back. I ended up wasting loads of time. It's all based off stoichiometry. It's all based off molar ratios, molar mass, all of that kind of thing. You need to understand those concepts. Because once you have that, all the other topics come easily. If you have any questions, please comment. Thanks guys for watching.